What is going on, guys? Stas here. Welcome back to another video. So as you guys read on the title of today's video, I just wanted to go over how you can make $500 to $1,000 per month trading in the stock market with a smaller account. So before I hop into this Excel spreadsheet that I just put together for you guys, for all you new viewers out there, my name is Stas and I make videos dealing with swing trading, day trading, long-term investing, and my personal philosophies and strategies when it comes down to investing and trading in the stock market. So if that's something that you're interested in, if you want to learn more about the stock market and follow along with me and my journey in investing and trading, feel free to drop a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. And let's get started with the topic of this video. So let's go right into this Excel spreadsheet that I just put together right now for you guys, just to break down what it takes in order to make $500 to $1,000 per month with a smaller account. And for this example, I'm going to be using an account value of $1,000. I know a bunch of people out there that watch my channel have smaller accounts, so I really just wanted to tailor this video to you guys and any other new beginners out there that are just getting into trading in the stock market and really want to learn how to break it down to see how much potential, how much money can you make over a period of time. And this period of time we're going to be looking at in particular is 1 month. And this chart, or this spreadsheet, doesn't account for weekends, so you got to take that into consideration. But I have broken it down for people that are still under the PDT rule, meaning that you're not able to trade every day. You have to wait until your funds are settled, meaning you have to wait 1 business day between your trades in order to take another trade. So we see here on this first example right here, we see that the account total here is $1,000. On day 1, let's say this is the start of the month, you're starting fresh, you just put $1,000 into your brokerage account and you're going to start, trading in the stock market. And we're going to be looking at this as a 5% return per trade, and this one right here is a 3% return per trade for more conservative investors out there. And me myself, I like to do 5% per trade. And that's what we're going to be looking at for the first example. So we see here $1,000 account total, $50 profit, which is 5% of $1,000, and the total after that will be $1,050, right? And then you have to wait 1 day in order for your funds to settle. Then the next day, let's say you started on Monday, you would start again on Wednesday with that $1,050. You take that $1,050 and you put it in another stock. Let's say you make another 5% profit. That's a 52.5% profit, and then you add that to your principal, and that becomes $1,102.50. And this also does not account for losses, but we're going to be talking about that at the end, once I go over all of these different things. So, pretty much this is, how compounding works, guys. You take your, account principal. Here it's $1,102.50. You take the profit of 5%, which is $55.13. You add it back here, and then you pretty much just invest all of that again at a 5% return, and you're going to be getting more and more money each time you invest that back in, because your principal becomes larger and larger each time due to the profits starting to stack up, right? We see here $11.57, the next total is $12.15, and what we notice is that the profits keep getting bigger and bigger due to the account principal and the account total becoming larger and larger over time, right? And if we do notice all the way down here, let's take a look at day 21, for example. We're already up to making $81 profit per trade at a 5% return rate on a $1,600, right around a $1,600 account total investment. And that becomes $1,710 when you add it up. And, it pretty much, it compounds itself over time, guys. And if we look at the total here, after a full month of trading at a 5% return per trade and not taking any money out of your account, just feeding the profits right back into the trade so the compound interest is working, we see a profit of about $1,078 or $1,078 at the end of this month. And let's say we're making 5% per trade. So on average per week, you're going to be making about 10 to 15%. Your account's going to be growing at 10 to 15%, which is actually a harder thing to do. And that's why I made another example here of a 3% return per week, which is kind of more realistic for the beginner trader slash investor that's getting into it. But let's say you're making 10 to 15% here, and this obviously, like I said, it doesn't account for losses. And let's say you're doing 10 to 15% and you're doing a 1 to 2% stop loss. The most you're going to be losing in terms of that, if you're doing a 1 to 2% stop loss, will be about 4 to 5% per week. So overall, guys, if you're making 10 to 15% profit without any losses, you're going to be making around, let's say, 5 or about 6 to 12%, with losses included. So your total might be around $700 to $800, if you're including losses, in your total here. So that's something to take into consideration, because obviously, guys, you're gonna take losses when you're trading in the stock market. I do not want to make it seem like you're gonna make profits every 2 days and you're not gonna take any losses. But this is, again, you got to take this with a grain of salt. This is just an example to show you guys, how you can make money over time trading in the stock market. So again, if you took some losses, this total might be about $700 to $800 for the month. So you guys kind of understand that, right? So that's what the first example here is of a 5% return per trade. Now we're going to look at the second example here, starting around with the same account principal of about $1,000, just like the last example, but this time we're going to be trading and making profits at a 3% rate of return per trade. And we're seeing that with $1,000, obviously 3% of that trade would be a $30 profit. And, that's going to be a $1,030 total after your first trade. And this is the same idea as the last one. We're going to keep putting in our profits back into our accounts. We're not going to be taking any money out of our accounts. And we're going to be, trading our whole entire account and, pretty much trying to grow it at a 3% rate. So here, again, 1030 times 3% is $30.90. You add it back up. Now you have 1060.9. Now you put the 1060.9 at a 3% rate, you're at $31.83 profit, and you just keep adding your profits back into your principal, investing that, and you keep churning that 3% rate, and we're seeing how much the profits are growing over the month. And we see, obviously, this is not growing as quickly as the 5% rate, but hey, $30 profit starting off and ending off at $45 profit. That's a solid about 50% increase in terms of your profits over the month, from the beginning of the month to the end of the month, in terms of your profits, and that's very, very good. And we notice you started your account off with $1,000, and you ended off your account with about $1,500 and $57, right? $1,557 is your total at the end of the month at a 3% return, trading every other day due to you being under the PDT rules. So this is just another example of how a conservative investor could make about $500 to $1,000 per month with a $1,000 account. Again, this is way harder to do. Making 10 to 15% per week is very hard to do in terms of trading in the stock market, but that's why I wanted to show you guys a 3% rate of return example to show you more conservative investors out there how it really is possible to make these kinds of returns, per month, right? And that's the whole entire idea behind this video, showing you guys the numbers and breaking it down for you so you can just truly understand what goes into, building a $500 to $1,000 per month income stream trading stocks. So, this, if we're considering losses here, this, 3% per week in this particular example, or 3% per trade, will yield you about 6 to 9% per week. And if we're including losses in this as well, you might be going anywhere from about 4 to 6% profit per week, and that's very, very good, guys, especially as beginners any profit is good profit. Do not get discouraged if you're only making 1 to 2% profit per week. Any profit is good profit. The whole idea is to just grow your account consistently and track it and really understand what your rate of return is, week over week, month over month, and then year over year. And you really have to just track these numbers and understand where the money's coming in, where the money's going out, and how everything works in terms of the numbers. So here we have $500.57 profit, but not including the losses. With losses, this will probably be around $350 to $400 profit for the month, because again, you're not going to be making trades, winning trades every single day. There's going to be days where you take a loss, but that's just part of the game. That's what you guys have to learn in the beginning stages, because it will definitely better your career as a trader. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, found some value in it. I really wanted to do this type of video for you guys today to just break it down for you guys in terms of the numbers, to really show you beginners out there and people with smaller accounts that it's very possible to make $500 to $1,000 per month with a smaller account. It's a very, very, very possible thing for you guys to do. And just judging off of this Excel sheet, you guys can actually see all the numbers broken down. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, found some value in it. If you guys enjoyed it, feel free to drop a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. If you guys want to follow me on Instagram and Twitter, the links are down below in my description. I post all my profits there, trades I'm taking throughout the day, stocks I'm watching, and updates to my YouTube channel, and just random stuff I'm doing throughout the day. It's all on that Twitter and that Instagram account, so make sure to go follow me down there, and make sure to do your own research when it comes down to investing and trading in the stock market. Do not buy or sell any stocks or ETFs based off of my opinion only. You have to do your own research and really understand what you're putting your money into, so you can become a self-sufficient trader over time, because that's the whole entire goal of my channel and why I've been uploading so frequently on this YouTube channel for all you guys out there watching. And I appreciate all you guys out there watching, subscribing to my channel, watching my videos, liking my content. It really means a lot to me, and it shows me that you guys are enjoying the content, and it pushes me even further to make more content for you guys. And I'm going to be bringing a bunch of more stuff like this to the channel for everybody out there that enjoys it. So again, hope you found some value in this video. Let's make some money today, guys. Peace.